Welcome back, YouTube, man. And we got some more content, man. I told you, I'm gonna be a lot more, what I'm saying, consistent with what I'm doing. Obviously here's the channel. It's definitely growing. Really started posting like late August. I just started late June. So man, I've been pushing it. Obviously some of the shorts I've been putting out. I just posted this recently here. So man, I'm just trying to really push myself. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So let me know what you think. What more should I post, man? Football season's about to end. So got to start talking about basketball, man. So definitely in my basketball bag. So let's tune in to Jonathan Kuminga. As they say, he's finally escaping the Warriors, man. He asked for a trade. Let's just jump into that and just see what happens.
The Jonathan Kuminga officially requesting a trade. You've been too quiet. You've been too.
Gil been stressing out. He looked like it with that beard. Gil been that trial starting to get to him. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. That trial's starting to get to him. Like the way he looking right now, he thinking of a master plan, man. He looked like he a little stressed out. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
A professional. Sometimes you gotta buck the system and let them know you're still alive around here. So, the fact that it's taking this long, but you let them know you're not happy. Other teams around are going to be interested, and us, the Lakers, we got the pieces for you. Pieces of what? Huh? Pieces of what? The pieces they like. Okay. We have Smart. We have Gabe Vincent. They like that type of shit. They got Pozinski. What they like? They like good basketball like that. We go ahead and give them those two players. We good. High quality.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I'm so tired of these Lakers fans trying to put themselves in every single trade. Y'all can't have everybody, bro. Just stop it, bro. We don't want that. We don't want Marcus Smart and whoever little crumbs y'all throwing at us. Now, for Kuminga, will we take an Aiden, Marcus Smart, and I'm thinking. Maybe we take that's nasty. Nah, we ain't doing that one. Nah, sorry, Laker fans, we ain't doing it with y'all. I can't even think nothing good I want. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Unless you give us Austin, I'm good.
Yeah, we ready. We got all right. We give him draft pick too. Shit. Not a first rounder. Why not? It's not like we draft great. Let's get over. Y'all remember our last couple of years draft? Got a nigga named Connect Four. Ain't connect sense. Ain't connected.
What the hell?
We got the sun.
And shout out to Brandon, man. The clothing line is definitely tough. So you living up to the name, bro. The hell? Both of y'all, come on. Come on, Kenyon.
I think combined in our last draft picks got about 300 points. Get some value with the 55th pick a few years ago. The highest level jersey. So move on to you, Mr. B. Mr. B, what do you think about Jonathan Kuminga officially requesting a trade today? The first day he's eligible to get moved as a result of his 2-year extension he signed. Yeah, back in September. I'm happy for him. He's still young. He has a lot of potential. He just isn't getting his
I like Brandon, brother, but I'm sorry.
he can't play. So
When you first start out, I'm about to say your takes don't be that. His takes just don't be that interesting. If I'm being honest, I'm sorry. Until you get him riled up, he just gives like just like a little lazy take, and they just go to somebody else. So until he gets riled up, sorry, I had to get through that.
Is Emancipation Day? What do you think about Kuminga requesting a trade from the Warriors?
Yeah, good. I'm glad he didn't wait. The writing has been on the wall.
He like security, don't he?
He was forced to go back to a bad situation that he didn't want to be in. It was either that or sit out.
Get your ear out your hat.
Of course, you're gonna take the money. It's just alarming that it's a young guys league now. He's young and really good. Like, why is there not a spot for him on that team when you struggle for scoring at times?
Man, see, this is what be making me mad sometimes. If this is how you can tell people don't really watch the Warriors games. And yeah, I'm a Bulls guy. Steph Curry's my favorite, one of my favorite players of all time. So I'm definitely keen in on the Warriors. He just the thing with Kuminga, he's just not a smart basketball player. He doesn't play smart basketball. Sometimes calls the lane up, misses coverages. When he's great, he is really good. But when he's bad, he's bad, and he's up and down all the time. And I just don't think he's a smart basketball player. So he doesn't fit. Should they got rid of him? Yeah, but you wanted to kind of build him up before the trade. I wish they would kept playing him, but that's what it is, and like he just doesn't fit. I don't want to wish bad on him because he's a young player, and I get how hard it is to even play in the NBA. But if I'm being completely honest here, I think when he does leave and go to another team, you're going to see more of the flaws because now the eyes are going to be on you, especially whatever market you go to, and you're going to see like, okay, so that's the reason he wasn't playing. Now, I hope he does turn around. I don't wish bad on nobody, but he just has a lot of inherent flaws when he plays. It just I don't know. So, but if he does improve on his three more, and to be honest with you, the way he just plays, I think he needs to work on just being able to get into his spots, um, get into the rim, just different stuff like that. I think that definitely helps him. So we'll see.
When you can put certain lineups on the floor,
But that
you
dude be
have
nah.
no one on your roster that does what he does. No one that's a lob threat. No one that can guard multiple positions besides Draymond. Like, what's the issue? Like, if you regarded as this great leader of men that Steve Kerr has been looked at, why can't you find how to coach this kid? Like, just one, just like kid, just one. Like that's like it's, and then but to bring him back and to
This is the part I do agree with. Bringing him back was dumb, but like you were in a weird situation. Um, the Warriors want marketing, so send him to Utah. See what they could do with him. Keontae George, they got the Bailey guy. He go fit in there. Let's just see. See what happens. You know, put him on a young team. Now, if you want to bring him to a veteran team and see what he can do, you could do that. But for me personally, I say you put him on a young team and let him develop and grow with that team. He'll be like the oldest one. Maybe he could become a star there. But I think with Steph and him, it's just not. It's not. It doesn't fit his game. And sometimes you could be good. It just don't fit your game. But the sadness of I just don't think he's that good most of the time. I think he can be good sometimes, really good, but nah.
put him back in this situation that he was in last year, man. It's unfortunate, man. I feel bad for the kid. He's been quiet. He's been the ultimate professional in this manner, and which most guys wouldn't have sat there and been quiet this long. So, but I'm happy for him. Um, Speaking of, like Gail stated, but ultimately the Warriors still hold all the cards. So, and that's the sad part about his situation. That he has no, like his
Free agent this
My
offseason.
bad. I had to skip through it. I'm sorry. I had to skip through that.
$75 million with the team option on the third year to give him more bread up front. He opted to take this 2-year, $48.5 million. He was trying to fight, I think, for the qualifying offer somewhere in the $10 million range, so he could have been a restricted free agent this summer. They said that they no to that. But let's move over to you, Cemetery.
Shout out to good business, man.
Larry.
Great business.
Previously, we talked about Kuminga in this Warriors situation for a long time here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Woo Woo. You said the Warriors were a burning building. Kuminga needed to try to get up out of there. Now, what do you think? January 15th.
Which goes against everything he usually says on the podcast. Because I've heard him say you should stick with your same team. You should be with that team and all that bullshit. So, I don't know.
Kuminga officially requests a trade from these Golden State Warriors. Kuminga, I like it.
You know, full circle. I was able to predict this moment simply because I've been in this particular seat when I was playing. Not being able to re-up like he did, but knowing that there's a coach and there's an organization that's they're used to sweeping shit under the rug, especially when the coach don't like you. Coach didn't want to draft you. Coach don't fuck with you at all. He don't like your game. He don't like your body language. And he would turn the rest of the players against you. Now you see that none of the other players really came to his defense. They actually attacked him even more. And when
Cat lying. Draymond literally just put some good stuff about him being a good teammate. Literally a day or two ago on his own podcast, how Pods was sulking about his playing time, and Kuminga went over there and said, "Hey, you're gonna get back in the game. It's gonna be all right. Pick your head back up." And they had a long conversation. And if you go to Draymond's podcast, let's just see. We could probably find it. Let's just see. Draymond talks Kuminga. Glad that we just watched this too. Let's see if it pulls up. Oh, here it is right here.
Not the Clipper game. He comes out the game. When he came out the game, I was sitting at the end of the bench as I always sit in the last seat. JK's right there to my left. He sits right to JK left. And he go, man, why you take me out the game? Hey, I just got in the game. And JK goes, oh, don't worry about it. Like, it's all good. And he like, dang. Just can't believe they just took me out. And JK goes, just adjust to it. You're going to go back in. Like, just adjust to it. Stay ready. Like, you'll be good. And he go, man, just trying to find a rhythm, JK. Hey, I just got out the game. And JK go, yeah, but everybody playing in short bursts. So just adjust to the short bursts and be ready to go when you go back. And BP goes, okay, that's fair. And for me to sit and listen to a 22-year-old sit there and talk another 21, 22-year-old off the ledge, and one guy isn't playing, like not seeing the floor. Yet the other guy his age or a little younger is playing, and he's talking him off a ledge. So when people try to say, oh man, he moping her, no. That's what I'm watching him. Whatever happened at the trade deadline, if Jonathan Kuminga's moved, whoever gets Jonathan Kuminga, that's the
Hate.
guy.
Look at his hate. So that's why I just said that's bullshit. Nah, players have not done that. Steph ain't came out. This is just a lie. You made that
it
up.
comes to defending yourself, you can't really defend yourself against an organization, a coach, and key players. And when you do that, it's like, well, why are you not holding yourself accountable? Why is it always somebody else? So with this particular situation with Kuminga, he's been in the doghouse. We don't know why. He's a very highly touted talent that should be playing. We don't know why he's not playing.
On that team.
On that team specifically. But if it's on that team, then guess how many other teams he could be playing for, right? Him not being on the floor devalues him even more every game, every situation. And then you're looking at the coach, who's also tried this with other players outside of his team. He swept the Kevin Durant thing under the rug. He swept the Jordan Poole thing under the rug. I think he swept the Klay Thompson thing under the rug. And now we're looking at him as this top 15 greatest coach of all time. And like you just said, this is always the conversation I have. If you're a great coach, how is it that one player on your team is uncoachable?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
You should be able to get through to that key.
That was the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. You don't think Pop and Phil Jackson had fucking people that were unruly that he got to get rid of? That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Come on now. That is really dumb. That is now if most of your team is like that, okay, fair assessment. But if one person is not coachable, they're not developing, that's not always on the coach. Come on now. That's oh my God, man. Sometimes he'll be cooking, then like he'll just get to his conclusions and you're just like, nigga, what? What are you talking about? And they let him get it off too. I just need some. That's why I liked when they had Marcellus Wiley and DeMarcus Cousins and it was somebody else because they were just checking him on all of them just say dumb shit because a lot of them will let a lot of them get to say some dumb shit and let it get it off. We're all just challenging like what? I mean I haven't watched this. Maybe they do, but that was slow.
If you are a great coach, no matter what, he's the project. He's going to be the one I say, look, he was the hardest one I ever had to coach, but I got through to him. But that's not the case. They turned their back on Jonathan Kuminga. Now it's a little too late. Now I'm looking at collusion around the league. If he don't go to the right team, that sets him up for success. The same thing when I got shipped off from Minnesota to Sacramento. You don't go from one bad to even worse. Then you get swooped under the rug and you're like, well, what happened to Jonathan Kuminga, man? He was so good. So it's unfortunate he has to deal with something like that.
If you're that guy, you're that guy. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. I get if you're like a role player, but if you're that guy, if you're a 17 and up a night guy, you're not just gonna get swept in the rug. Somebody's gonna see your value and pick you up. Stop it. It's not true.
This as talented as he is, and I know that his anxiety's running. because he wants to know where he can go, who really wants him, and where he can start over at. But right now, I blame Steve Kerr. I really do not like dude. I do not like dude. I understand why Mike was putting his hands on him.
That's wild. That's wild.
I understand 100%, man. 100%. This is not cool, and to see it run out the way it has, it just don't sit well with me. I don't like it.
Yeah. Like, and this a deeper, like, you have no intentions on playing him, right? But you still expect this young man to come in there and act like everything is okay and
Professional. You're a professional, right?
everybody.
No, you're a professional. You're a professional. Now, I'm not asking you to come in there and smile and shake everybody's hands. I'm not saying that. But if you're a professional, you're a professional. That's what y'all preach. That's what all the old heads preach. Be a professional. So, come on now. We got to keep it consistent across the board. Now, yes, should they have traded him? They should have been got rid of him. I agree. But do you put him on a court to show trade value, even if he's messing everything up? I don't know. Not my decision. And stop putting everything on Steve Kerr. Like, the owners are not pushing this to GM. You don't know what the pressure is coming from. And you guys have talked about this also, of how the ownership or whoever above the coach can come in and put pressure on, like, don't play this guy, don't do this. We want to trade. Like, they do that shit all the time. So don't just put that on Steve Kerr. I don't like that.
Now you think you finna play me? Like, nah, like, it don't work that way, man. Like, it doesn't work that way. And I'm glad he did that. I'm glad his people was like, he ain't playing. We got it back. Ain't nothing that's that old school, right? You can't check this back. I don't even out there.
That's some George Carl shit. That's some George Carl.
Shoot all the shots. All of them.
He miss them. He missing them shots. What you
Well,
think
you
about?
gonna send me out?
No, you gonna say this why we ain't playing?
Cool, lock me up. Yeah. Throw away the key.
And that's another thing. You don't know what pressure he's saying, telling the organization, like, all right, well, just trade me then. Don't play me and trade me so I can play somewhere else. That's what I'd be saying. It's so much shit. So when you just use the blanket cover of, it's the coach, man, get out of here. You guys know the business. Now, I get it. If we're just doing a show for entertainment purposes, do your takes. But if we're actually trying to be informative and actually talk about what actually happened, what happens in the NBA with everything that's going on, just blaming the coaches. Come on, it's stupid.
I know one thing for sure. So many people that can't put me out, so I'm just gonna shoot just to shoot it. Make myself feel better.
Still playing.
I'm gonna make myself feel better.
It's gonna make me feel worse, man.
Let him go and have a good game, right? And then
next game,
you
play.
gonna play no matter what, so you might as well just go out there and have fun. Try some shit. Throw the ball off the backboard, throw it up, do one of these, try to do a windmill, do something. But this makes the team look stupid. And it's always made them look stupid. Because every time he actually has been on the floor, he's produced.
That's not true.
You can sit there and...
That's not true. I mean, let's look. I don't know. I'm bullshit. I mean, damn. Last 5 games. Did he play? Minutes played, 10. The hell just happened? Let's see. I should just fucking tweak. So there you go. That just tweaked out for some reason. All right. What's this? Minutes played, right? 22. He gave you how many points? 2 or 4, 9, 8. I'm just saying, man, like, I mean, he played well. Like, I don't know. It's just when I watch it, I just don't think he's the best fit, if I'm being honest. I'm just being real.
Say, well, he's not that good. Neither are number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of the players on that roster. He's getting treated horribly, and he's third in scoring, first in rebounds. What does that say about everybody else? But then you want to scream, we're trying to win. Is that
what you're trying to do.
That part.
I didn't know that was what you was trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, so the third leading scorer, who's actually being handicapped 2-3, the number one rebounder ain't playing.
That's crazy.
But you're trying to win.
You're trying to win.
Yeah, that just
Make sense.
something. Just
Insane.
I wonder. So why don't? So that local media ain't gonna ask him that. Like that's the question somebody need to ask Steve Kerr, right? Ask him that specific question.
Like he don't think good. He don't think cool. Because the people who are thinking, this trash.
He get minutes though. I don't know.
Rebounding the goddamn ball. What are you talking about?
Take your non-thinking ass on. Hey,
Absolutely.
shoot, rebound, go to the basket.
Go to the basket.
That's it. Simple. That's simple. Get him two. Run hard.
12 and 6. And he played hard. He played defense. It ain't like he out there olaying motherfuckers like, go ahead.
Man,
He's actually
that kid compete, man. Like that kid competes.
Something happened in the meeting or something.
No, it's.
I know what happened. I know exactly what happened.
It's you have this system.
Do we know how? That's what something's going on, but like to be honest with you, the numbers will throw you off too. But if you just see the way he plays, sometimes it's so frustrating. I don't know, like it's just not smart. But do I agree that he deserves not to play at all? No, I'm not ever saying that. But he just don't play Warriors basketball. I'm just being honest. I know you're gonna say a lot of them no, they don't. But shoot, keep him healthy, use him as trade bait, and get him off your team. You should do that this offseason, if I'm being real. So
That has won you rings. And the best player is still in that system. And anybody who plays out of that system, you bump heads with the coach.
I got you.
The problem with that is this Steph Curry is his own system. He moves how he moves. He's gonna find his open shot. The ball is gonna find him. You do need a player like Kuminga that keeps the game honest. You need a selfish guy who's going rogue. Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Someone who's going
no, he doesn't play like either of them. To be honest with you, Jordan Poole could shoot. He could play off the pick and roll. He can move around off screens. That's not Kuminga's game. Even when you look at somebody like Andrew Wiggins, who was he averaged 15 to 17 there, and yes, his time towards the end was like, it doesn't work. But when he was great, he could shoot the three. He could play defense. He knew how to play in that system. Thinking Jonathan Kuminga is not a system player is ridiculous. If you let him go 1-for-1, he's gonna give you a bunch of bad shots. He's gonna shoot bad percentages, and he's gonna be out of control a little bit. You needed him in a certain system. I think San Antonio might be a good one because they're more healthy, or they're just up and down. Not too many screens. But again, who do you take off that team if you don't want De'Aaron Fox? They're not going to get off the backup point guard or Wemby, or Castle. So it's like, who do you give up at that point for him? So it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. I think it's just a weird situation, and I don't think there's like really another situation in the NBA that's going on like this with other teams. What I do see is they trade him in the next couple of days, maybe even today, and then finally get off this stinker, let him go with his, and just see. I don't root bad for him again, but we're gonna see what he becomes.
gonna sit there like, hey, focus. He's aggressive. Yeah. You need that. When Kuminga keeps driving, dunking. Now your big man ain't hedging as high on Steph because Kuminga done got a quick 8 on him.
Yeah.
Right. You need those guys that breaks up. Yeah. That was Ginobili.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
You sit there and he comes in the game and we focus on his team and coming in doing all.
Ginobili could assist and score and pass. Like, come on, bro. It's not the same. It's not the same thing. He's like a Darius Miles type dude. He don't have a game like that. Stop doing. Why are we lying?
Yeah, and then to piggyback on your point, like the rest of the league hasn't scouted and caught up with how you play, right? Steph still will have those games that he's able to lead you, but they've been groomed to try to stop that now. They've seen it year in, year out. It's the same thing. So, to your point, of course you need somebody you need a Kevin Durant. He ain't Kevin Durant, but you know he's going to be aggressive if the ball comes.
Jesus fuck, they're not even making sense anymore. Yeah, you do. Fucking Steph Curry's still top 10 in scoring. I don't think it's the system that's the issue. It's just overall talent of roster. Jimmy Butler's not a great scorer. Draymond's not a great scorer. Yes, you could say if you give Kuminga more minutes, he'll score. But the way he scores, that leads to less possessions, a lot of twos, a lot of just like bullshit plays. They're looking. That's why they're looking for maybe a marketing that can shoot, can do that, play within that system. You can still have your slashing guys, but when you have Kuminga, Jimmy, and Draymond out there, the lane is clogged, and you're really just trying to shoot from the outside because the lane is completely clogged and everybody's a passer. So just no. If you want to bring him off the bench, yes, I agree. You should maybe bring him off the bench and do what you do. Either get Jimmy or Draymond off the floor when he comes in, so it's a lot more spacing. But that's not what he wants to do. He wants to be a starter. He clogs up the lane. When he's off on the floor with them, he tries to shoot all it just doesn't work. It just won't. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. So I don't know. They don't know. They don't watch the games. You could tell.
Because he can't help.
What was that? What was that other kid named Pascal?
Yeah. No. The kid that was there, number.
Was it the Eric Pascal?
Yeah, the kid that was there.
He was Kuminga before Kuminga. They got rid of him because he was trying to get his shit off.
Yeah.
That nigga went to another team, was out the NBA in 2 years. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck do y'all be talking about? He was in the NBA for what, 2-3 years after he got traded and was gone? They seen something like, he's okay, we're getting her. But like, come on. Like, that's such a terrible example to use. We're going to talk about the guy that was at the NBA two years later after he got traded. Because he was trying to be aggressive and do. No, he wasn't fitting in the NBA. I'm not saying Kuminga is going to be out the NBA in 2 years after he gets traded, but like, that's a terrible example. I think Kuminga is like a 15-point game, a scorer. But I just don't think he's going to be efficient. I don't think he plays smart basketball. But to use Pascal out of Villanova as your example is terrible. It's horrible.
And he said he spoke on it.
He spoke on it.
He said, I didn't understand, like, when my role was to get...
That's why I like Nick, because Nick will give some pushback. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Even though Nick will be wrong, at least he gives pushback when he hears, like, shit. Like, there should be some pushback when he says shit like that.
When Steph was like...
He wanted me to be Draymond when I can do more than... I can score the ball.
No, you can't. You can't.
He was getting buckets.
You cannot.
He said this shit.
I feel like Kuminga was one of those guys that felt the same way when Steve Kerr approached him, and they had this dialogue where I'm looking at you like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? I can hoop too. Now, remember how Steve Kerr did Buddy Hield with Steph Curry? With the Steph Curry shit.
Yeah, that's...
This nigga what?
You pass it to him instead of shooting it.
He only played 3 years.
Not like Buddy
Get the
Hield,
fuck
but
out of
Buddy's
here.
like, I got you, coach. You right.
Ain't gonna shoot that bitch every time.
Some guys is looking at you. Once that body language
Come on,
turn
bro.
at you and look at you like, man,
Come
what
on,
you
bro.
talking about? I'm open too.
Come on, bro.
That's when the conflict of interest happens, where you got a Hall of Fame coach looking at a guy trying to make his way in the league.
They let a so Moody, Pod, all these young players are doing it. They got all the shots, but him, he's looking at your young player. The team is made up of young players. He let Jordan Poole flourish in that system. Oh God, bro.
He's gonna prove a point to you. That's the prove a point moment. Hey, I'm gonna show you.
I can show you better than
I can show you better than I can tell you. There ain't nowhere else where the doghouse happens. The doghouse happens when you and the coach come to this agreement that we are no longer in agreement. Fuck you. All right, then we're gonna see who got the power then. I'm gonna show you. And then I ain't got an answer to them. They coming down and asking me like, man, what's going on with Kuminga? Hey, don't worry about that.
Can't coach.
Don't worry about that.
He don't fit in our starting lineup. He don't fit in our rotation. You gotta get Curry open.
Yeah,
That's what the kid said, man.
Yeah, like you gotta focus on getting him open. Yeah, not getting your own shit.
That's not your.
Every fucking star player ever that played with motherfuckers that are role players. They're describing every star player. This is why these two niggas, look at them. They look dumb in this. Look at them. Look at them. Come on now. That's every star player ever. Your job is to get, role player, get the star player open. You watch the Lakers. That's like Marcus Smart coming in. Yeah, man, they was trying to get Luka the ball, and I thought I'd get it. They were trying to get JT the ball and Jay LeBron. Nigga, yes, nigga. Get your ass in the corner, nigga. Get you all some hustle points, maybe a little swing, a kick, a quick slash, a back door. What are we talking about? What offense that we got the role players isolating is killing right now? Watch OKC. What is OKC's offense? Get Shea the ball. Get J-Dub the ball. Everybody else pick and choose when you get the ball. When they off the court. That's their offense. Like, stop. What's Pistons? Cade. What's Denver? Jokic and Murray. Like, come on, bro. That's just, it's just we're not even making, we're talking about regular basketball.
That's not your game here.
Okay. I've heard get Kyle Korver open. Right? I've heard that before. I've heard get any guy who don't really have their own individual talent open. Like, go set 20 screens for them, get them coming down, right? Sounds like, yeah, get them open. Curry's a superstar who gets himself open. No matter what he plays in, he does him. Did you have the Golden State system in USA basketball? No. He found the ball. Do you have it in the All-Star weekend? He has the MVP. Why? Get the ball. He gets the ball, do his little shimmy shake, pass it, cut. He's gonna find.
Olympics is less talent, so he doesn't have to. Again, they gave him a lot of down screens. He was knocking on a lot of down screens. All-Star game, nobody plays defense, so you don't have to go off screens as much. So you get the ball and just shoot. When you're in a regular season, you're gonna do a lot of screens. His game is predicated off pick and roll, one-on-one ISO. Yes, he can do that, and he's great at it. But he does a lot of screens. Yes, if you're the power forward or the center, yes, you're gonna be doing a lot of down screens for Curry. I don't know why this is even a hard concept to even grasp. This is crazy. Especially somebody like Pascal. Like, sorry, brother. Go set a screen, brother. You might get the ball off a curl, and maybe he might dump it back down to you. But stop it. Stay in a jumper spot.
So the fact that you're handicapping everybody else from helping him, the more you handicap everybody else, the harder it becomes for Steph. Because if I know my guy is never going to shoot and he has the handcuffs on him, I'm going to be looking more to help. Right? And that becomes the problem. And that's where old school basketball hasn't really updated, because back then, you only need 1.5 stars. That's not the case now. Right? Like, you see him, like, this man averages what?
15.
11.
He averages 28, and then it goes 19, 12, 10, 10. Points? Yes. The last 5 games?
No, Curry, Jimmy Butler, and
Well, then we're gonna take off 11. Then we gotta take off one of them 12s. So we got 28, 19, 12, 10, 10. Who the fuck you beating?
yes.
Yeah. Like, who you beating with this roster then?
I agree.
Especially if 19,
This is what I agree with right here.
He's supposed to be
19 should be at 23.
They're 8,
Possession.
and they're fucking back.
This is who you like.
I mean, they're gonna be the 8th. But look at that.
12.
Clay was giving you 17, 8.
12 on a bad year getting booed.
Yes.
On a bad leg.
Man,
Recovery year.
Yeah. You can shoot that thing. So,
we definitely gonna skip through this. I'm watching all 39 minutes of this, but
They fucked up, man.
So can you talk about Kuminga? Kuminga was in the doghouse to end the regular series. Kuminga.
which means 24 in the playoff is about what? 29, man. In regular season? That's how we do it.
And let's fast forward now to this season.
31 minutes. We saw it.
31 minutes.
Yeah, we saw it last year.
Kuminga started first 12 games this season. He was averaging 15.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Warriors were 6-6 at that point. Kerr opted to remove him from the rotation. Kuminga played a total of 6 games after that point. So we talked about this, but what are your thoughts on Steve Kerr and the Warriors tanking Kuminga's trade value? You give him this contract.
Let's go back. So they 6-6, right? Like, why is he the scapegoat? It ain't that bench. Like, why it can't be that sorry ass bench y'all got?
it definitely is a sorry bench too. Yeah, like when they take Curry out, that shit gets scary. Like the lead just goes away. Like It's like LeBron when he was on the Cavs years. Like once he comes out, nigga, that lead just tanks. And Jimmy's a great facilitator, but Jimmy is old too. Um, and they just can't keep up. Now, do I think Kuminga's your answer? Absolutely not. And here's the real thing, if we're being completely honest. Steve Kerr, he does not mess with Kuminga. We know this, right? When it was draft night, the organization wanted Kuminga. And this is when I tell you how much power he really has. Even after those championships, he said, I want Franz Wagner. That's who I want. They said, no, you got to get Kuminga. He has some disdain and resentment towards that. And I think that does get passed down. When I said earlier that it's not Steve Kerr's fault. Does he have a percentage? Yes, he does have a percentage. I was just, whatever. But if my option was Franz Wagner, is who I wanted, I have a little attitude with this nigga. Like, man, this nigga be doing trash shit. And I'm watching this dude down here ball. Say what you want. Kuminga is not Franz Wagner at all. That dude is a stud. Pause. That's where I think a lot of this comes from. So I think that's why he got some anger towards him. And I'm not saying he treats him wrong, but that's why I think sometimes in the lineup, he just don't make sense. Imagine Franz with this team. Woo! Man, they'll be straight.
Let's look at that, right? He's starting. He was coming off the bench, and y'all were playing okay off the bench last year. He's moved him into the starting lineup, and he the issue.
Because he was forced to do so based on what happened prior.
In his role.
Remember, it's coming from up top saying, hey, look, you've been fucking with the young fella. He's been complaining to us. We need to see something different happen this year. They put him in the lineup. Steve needs the scapegoat because if he's not producing at 24 now, you're not giving us 24.
Like he was in 12 games. I mean, he's on his way to average.
But for Steve, he's like, I don't see superstar potential here.
Well,
15 and 6, 50.
I bet he'll be averaging more than that 19 that Jimmy Butler gets right now.
Al Horford is playing 19 minutes a game? I thought that motherfucking roof wide.
I bet Kuminga.
You know what? I'm looking at like, so Steph plays the most minutes at 32 minutes.
Which is not like overly a lot.
32 minutes is the highest.
That's what I'm saying.
Which means how many players won't start on any other NBA team on this team? And they getting 18, 24.
I hate when people do this. Every player is a fit for their team. And I'm gonna skip through this. When you look at the Miami teams, they ship people out. They were terrible in other spots. Gabe Vincent, the Martin dude. There's been a couple players that have been great on Miami and weren't great other places. So that's not fair. It's all what system you want to play in. There's a lot of players that were good in one system and terrible in another system with that organization. So we can't just do that. To me, that's just not fair to do. Like, unless you have bona fide superstars. There's plenty of players you can look around the league that are good for certain teams. How good would Lou Dort be in another system? How good would Isaiah Stewart be in another? You just don't know. So like to just do that, that's not right.
One of the greatest lacrosse players in the game.
I'm just saying.
I said fine sport. Shout out.
When he didn't have to coach before, he was winning championships.
Buddy Hield playing 16 minutes.
When Steve
in 2022, his team was not a championship team, and he won it. There's nothing else to say. Even when he won his first championship, they were not a championship team. So if he get those two championships alone, come on now, what are we doing? That's more than a lot of these coaches out here. Everybody loves Eric Spoelstra. What has he done since LeBron left? Let's be real.
Steve Kerr didn't have to coach.
Cap.
He was winning.
So yeah, good.
Now he has to coach, and you see what's happening. Well, I'm not used to coaching young players and telling them, developing them, and all this. You draft James Wiseman, and then they just moved on from the kid.
What happened to after that? He got traded. I mean, towards Achilles, but like he wasn't that good either. Like we got to stop doing that. Some people are just bad. There's nothing you can do with that. Like, don't stop acting like it's something else, bro. I hate when people do shit like that. Don't give a terrible example. It's different if people left your system and then now they're great when they leave your system. Like Bulls we've dealt with for many years. Lauri Markkanen is the perfect glaring choice of that. Like, But if you move on from a player, and for example, Zach LaVine obviously went to Sacramento, so that's not fair because Sacramento's where you die. But what has he done? Like he's been great, but like they ain't doing
James
nothing.
Wiseman is now
What is
in the
Lonzo? You
fucking
know,
field.
I don't
He's
know.
somewhere in the cemetery somewhere.
Second pick in the draft.
Man, so much potential. Big man can do a lot of things for you. I don't like the style of play. I don't like how he think we supposed to get him the ball. We got Steph Curry here. We got to move on from him. He's doing too much. It seems like
Yes.
anything that's a threat to his legacy with Steph, he gets rid of them.
So, but why pick the kid then? Like this is.
And that's what
Like,
pisses
you
me
picked
off.
him second.
You got to pick somebody.
You got, but he's a post player.
You needed it.
Like this is
I
my
think
thing.
you needed it.
He's a post player. He doesn't play like the other guys that you have on the roster. He's a back to the back.
Jesus Christ, you can tell they don't watch basketball no more. He was not good, bro. He was soft. He was missing open shots. He didn't know he wasn't basketball IQ wasn't high. I get he was young, but he was not playing well at all. And they were in a point of they were trying to win. Like they had to do it because they had to, but if they could have got LaMelo Ball instead, they would have did that, and they wouldn't even thought twice. It was just a weird area where they actually needed a center, so they went with him. They're but this kid, he was not that. If he was that good, trust me, he would have been on that floor kindling, and they got rid of Draymond or somebody else. He was not that guy. Stop it. Just stop it. He went other places. It was not that guy. Stop it.
Face up guy.
Give me
the ball
Give
guy.
the ball. And
So,
block
of
shot.
course that doesn't fit the way Steph Curry played. Well, why the fuck would you pick him? Right? You tried to put him in the post and make him a passer?
Yep.
No, he's not a good passer. Of course not. He's a scorer. He's like, these are the decisions that's being made, man. In real time. That's fucking with kids.
They tanked his trade value.
All right, man. But that's kind of the gist of it, man. I'm not gonna go through this whole video with them, man. I mean, yes, they have some points for sure. I would definitely agree there. But for the most part, man, I think sometimes people just be talking. At the end of the day, man, that kid has to develop a lot. Do I think they should have played him more? Yeah, they should have. But to act like he was gonna change life for them, he was not. Sorry to say that. But let me know what you guys think. Like, obviously, I want to get more into that. Obviously, I'm still building my community, man. I appreciate every view I get. I'm still a new learning channel. So I'm definitely trying to learn, man. I love doing this. I want to keep making content, man. So let me know in the comments. Let's argue. Let's talk about it. Let me know your take on it. And, let's chat again on the next video. This is Cash Cup TV, and I'm out.